just get the post-match interview here at Langford Road following tonight's 2-0 defeat to Biggleswade Town. Dave, disappointing night at the office, maybe possibly slightly hamstrung by the fact that we were a couple short tonight, but ultimately, I mean personally, I didn't think there was a great deal in the game. Just two bits of quality proved the difference, and was obviously enough for them to go top.
Yeah, I still think in the day that they've deserved the game. We won't make excuses because we still had a good side out. You know, there's no excuses from us. I felt that there's an awful lot of time we had a lot of possession but wasted it, and you know, weren't composed enough with it. That's what I spoke to the boys at the end about. You know, that times that we'd pick up an edge of our box and go long. I mean, they went long a lot tonight, which threw me a bit because I watched them against Barton.
It was quite effective though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and we had a moment at half time because, you know, they played the same ball numerous times and we still stood 10 yards too far at the park, so it was always became a dangerous ball. And rather than stepping back 10 yards and coming onto it and winning them, I mean, they're quite simple things to do, but we didn't do it. You know, it seemed to be that, you know, there was just didn't seem to be quite on the ball for it. But you know, in truth, they got the one. You know, Jack makes a great save in the first half. We have a couple of half opportunities. One where Alex has put through and probably tried to do too much, and he could get a shot. I'm not saying he scores it, but it's a good chance to get a shot off. And they produced that one great ball in the box that Draper runs off of and scores, and they go in a goal to the good. Second half, I felt that, you know, look, I don't think there was a great deal in it. They managed the game very well, and I think they would have been quite happy to have maybe won the game 1-0. And in the end, they picked up a second from an error from us. You know, we had two opportunities to clear it and didn't. And like saying, in the end, they've won the game, and look, we can't argue with the result. You know, I would like to say we were really unlucky, whatever, but we weren't. In the end today, we weren't composed enough, and they were, you know, they were just more clinical with their opportunities. You know, look, they're pushing for the league. You know, it's as simple as that. They're in that position, them and Bedford, and we've seen the results tonight at Bedford, who have seemed to the last couple of games have maybe shot themselves in the foot. Whether Biggleswade keep that run up, I really don't know, you know. But, you know, it was that, and then you go and get one or two strange decisions in the game, and you wonder, you know, quite what has gone on. We certainly didn't get, when I say about the rubber to green, Jesus, we certainly didn't get any sort of luck. Look, there's a challenge in the first half that we've all seen on VO, which is not very nice at all. Not very nice at all, and I think if the ref sees it, I don't think the lad's on the pitch. And there's a penalty in the second half that, my God, I don't even know what he's given it for. Thankfully it doesn't go in, so we don't get punished for it. But yeah, look, they thoroughly deserve their result, so credit to them, and I think that's put them top tonight. So, you know, with the squad he's got, he may well be able to push on and wrap the title up.
It's just my next question. I was just going to say about the penalty award. How did you see it? Because it looked to me that Fisher was on the floor and mate, he's just tangled with him. I
think you've only got to look at their reactions because their guy wasn't calling for it. They've called for just about everything else. Our players couldn't believe it to start with. I thought he'd given us a free kick for Fisher being run over. So, but yeah, careful what you say. You look at our decisions, it didn't surprise us really. The good thing is he didn't go in, because I didn't think, while we didn't deserve to win, I didn't think we deserved to lose.
It was never a 3-0 game, was it?
No. So fair play to it. But one thing I said to our guys, we never gave up. We weren't getting the rubber to green, as Dave's alluded to there, but they never gave up. We fought for everything. So sometimes it's not going to be your night. I think we could have been there for another couple of hours. I don't think we'd have scored. It's just one of those.
One of those, yeah.
But the endeavour, the desire, the running, the tackles, they competed. So that's all you can ever ask. Over the few years, we've had the odd game where we just haven't competed and lost, and that's the frustrating side. So the day hurts, but they've given everything. So I've got no qualms. That's life.
No worries. Just looking ahead to the next few games. Obviously, we had no Kamani tonight, no Harry either. Weddy was obviously out injured, not injured. He was not well. How did you? I know you said at the start of the interview you didn't want to make excuses, but those sort of omissions limited our options, especially when Maris has gone off in the first half. You're looking at the bench in terms of defensive cover, and there wasn't a great deal there, was there?
No, look, it's hurt us them not being available today. Weddy's been in, blimey, he's been on unreal form the last couple of games, and Kamana's just been nice, been real good for us. And young Harry the same. Harry had his first game Saturday against Leighton. I thought he had a great game. So, of course it hurts you, but Kamana's a Stevenage player. They need him today to play in the County Cup. They play him in the County Cup. Cambridge, you've got a game today. Cascone, you call. They're short on defenders, so they record him. That's part and parcel of us loaning players from a couple of pro clubs. Yeah. And unfortunately, with Weddy played Saturday unwell, and it's just got, he had bronchitis last year, and having had that when I was 18, unfortunately, every time you catch anything, any sort of cold or anything like that, it seems to go straight to your chest. So the poor old boy's in his bed. But like I say, Marius, we've just signed Marius from Romania. We wanted to look at him tonight. That already gave him an opportunity to be looked at. It did change our shape a bit because we wanted to play Simo on the right, and then we'd have had Weddy on the left, and even without the two boys at Mission, we'd have been able to do that. But you're right, and then you look at the bench, and we're having to change our shape because we're down to just a few numbers. And then when Luke went down later on, I actually said to these two, James, and I said, I don't know what we do here, because if he has to come off, we're down to next to nothing. But thankfully he was okay, because he dislocated his shoulder before, and we all thought that had gone again. But yeah, look.
Obviously, though, missing those players tonight, it gave Luke an opportunity to come in. I thought he had a decent game.
Yeah,
he was one of our better performers.
Yeah, he has. I thought, him and Fish were, they had to be good, to be fair, because they were very lively up front. I think Simo did what Simo did. We weren't as composed as an attacking force. And sometimes we weren't composed at the back. Look, do them lads missing help us? They do, because they're all three of them really good on the ball. But people had an opportunity to play tonight. So, and we still had the attackers from Saturday. We still had a strong midfield. So no excuses. The goals didn't come because they were missing. I don't think. I just think
just a couple of bits of quality.
Yeah, they were, and as I say, so. No excuses. We'll get two of them guaranteed back Saturday. I'd be surprised if we see Weddy, but I hope so. I mean, his doctor's appointment tomorrow. Hopefully, he gets something into him and it starts to improve him. But if we have to wait a few days for Weddy, we will. But the other two lads will come back and now give us more options again. So, but we'll be fine, and we'll keep going. We've just had two great results. We couldn't produce the performances we're producing those. Those two will probably come straight back into the side Saturday and bolster us up, and we'll have a go Saturday.
Just looking ahead to Saturday, very quickly, Skip, Tame United, obviously at the wrong end of the table. How important is it that we draw a line under Skritty and bounce back?
Yeah, to be honest, I don't think it's really. I get what you're saying, but it's one of those games today. So the last 3 or 4 games, I think we kept 3 clean sheets in the last 4 in competitions. It wasn't our day today, so it's not like we've had a dreadful game. It's not like New Year's Day at Stotfold where it was all completely went pear-shaped early doors. It's nothing like that, so it's nothing to worry about. Tame being bottom, you've got to take advantage of that. So the only concern with this is we don't turn up with their bottom with that type of attitude, and before you know it, you're in a game because they're picking up points.
I actually still think that when we played them over there was one of the toughest games we've had. So it's absolutely nothing to give me a
I don't think there is. I mean, the 2 games we had against Kempston, I thought they were the better side at times. Hadley gave us a good game. I thought they were better than us at times. So the teams below us, so there's no easy points. So it's important that we bounce back and we win. And then you just take one game at a time. I know it's an old cliche, but we've got a lot of games coming up very quickly, so you can very quickly climb up the table. So today's disappointing, but it's one of those, and we go again Saturday. And yeah, if you put it right Saturday, then go into next week, another tough game, and they'll come thick and fast.
Excellent stuff, boys. Well, commiserations tonight, and we will see you at home on Saturday.
Next
Thank
week.
you.